Everyone thinks that personal style is found exclusively on the streets of New York. You think it's the giant Carrie Bradshaw tulle skirts, the high heels, and the tiny bags. You might assume, therefore, that personal style isn't for you. That's where you're wrong. Personal style can be found in muddy fields, in the office, in your home. True personal style is the way you present yourself to the world. In this video, I'm going to break down why you should invest in your hyper-practical items, what that even means, and your next steps to building your personal style. My name is Ellie-Jean, I'm a style analyst, and on this channel, we find our style by finding ourselves. Okay, so what are hyper-practical items? These are the items bought exclusively for practical purposes, i.e. exercise, lazing around to combat the weather. Most people are going to completely dismiss these items. But the truth is, these are the clothes in your wardrobe that you're going to be wearing every single day. I track my clothes on an app called Open Wardrobe, and my most worn coat in 2023 wasn't the pretty one, it was my thick walking coat. My most worn shoes were my wellies, my most worn trousers were my jogging bottoms. I hate all of these items, and I consider myself a stylish person, so where was I going wrong? In Atomic Habits by James Clear, he says, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." What this means in this context is that you can't hope every day that you'll want to wear your pretty fancy things. You're going to reach for comfort and you're going to reach for easy. The hack, therefore, is to make the things you reach for, the things you actually need to wear, the most perfect things in your wardrobe. Forget the dresses, forget the evening gowns, forget the going out tops. You're probably going to wear them a few times at max. Think about the dog walking coat. So hyper-practical items can include things like walking coats, a warm winter coat, winter jumpers, a fleece like this one. And in fact, it was this fleece which got me thinking about the whole hyper-practicality idea, because this is a fleece I absolutely love. And I realized I wanted to wear it all the time, and I found myself reaching for it, and it made me feel good. Could also include hiking boots, trainers, workout gear, shorts, vests, sandals, and sun hat for those who live in very extreme warm weather, I imagine. I wouldn't know what that's like. So how do you go about improving your hyper-practical items? Because if, like me, a lot of these things you're probably going to think are really, really ugly. I mean, most people hate their denim shorts in the summer. Maybe that's not you, but it's definitely me. The first easy way is color. Finding your color season is incredibly important for your entire wardrobe, but it is most important on the days where you really feel you need it. When you're wearing a lot of these items, you're possibly going to be no makeup. Your hair may not be washed or even brushed yet. You need color to make the impact. The cool thing about color is that it reflects off your face and it lets you shine. So if you buy coats and items that in your best colors that don't challenge you, it's such an easy way to make you feel more put together and alive in these more practical situations. And it also creates such a big impact because color is one of the first things that our eyes processes, I think. I'm not a scientist. So if you're wearing a color that suits you, you'll be perceived as effortlessly stylish. I applied this to my Patagonia walking coat this year. I went to a trip to the Lake District to spread my granddad's ashes on a mountain that we all climbed together. And I took this as an opportunity to buy a new walking coat. I spent ages looking, I nearly caved and bought one that wasn't right. But then I found this one from Patagonia. It's a kind of light, pale, dusty blue, and it matches my eyes. So when I put it on, I instantly felt more confident. I also applied this principle to my Tala workout gear. I don't have a lot of workout gear because I don't exercise very much. But when I go through phases of exercise, I really want to feel confident. It's such a vulnerable thing to do to go to the gym, and you're often wearing no makeup. And so investing in this cool, dusty gray was perfect for my summer color season. The next thing to think about is the shape. Your hyper-practical items don't need to be perfect for your body type, and they're unlikely to be. It would be nice if they were. Try to include 1 or 2 high leverage elements in your item, which makes it a little bit better for your body type. For example, for my cream winter coat, it's like a puffer coat. I kind of use it to like walk any like practical day I'll wear this. Obviously, firstly, I upgraded from a black one to a cream one, which is much more nice for my complexion, but it's also belted at the waist. So it creates that hourglass silhouette, which echoes the curve in my frame. Another example is this fleece. This has a very soft texture. Now fleeces do anyway, but you can get fleeces which are more of that matted texture. This is a bit more furry. So because I have a lot of yin in my frame, this little bit of softness near my face helps me to shine. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but 1 or 2 really important details can make it feel a lot more flattering, a lot less bulky, a lot less intimidating. And thirdly, of course, better quality. Nice fabrics are obviously more expensive looking, and it looks like you really care. It's much better to invest your money here than in a dress. And I think a lot of us spend our money on like our party dresses or our Christmas dresses, especially around this time of year, or our sparkly dresses or our evening gowns, or the things that come up once that feel like they're full of pressure. I would say stop stop doing that. Buy your dresses secondhand or even rent them. Keep that cost low because the impact is actually going to be very unimportant to you. And I say this because I've been tracking my cost per wear on Open Wardrobe, but also using Blonde Broken Bougie's spreadsheets. They are incredibly detailed, they're fantastic, and it's shown me that my dresses are where I'm wasting a lot of my money. Now, this might not apply to you. Obviously, I don't know how you spend your money, but perhaps if you're like me, you might need to reallocate how you're spending that money and think, okay, what are the things I actually wear every day? Invest your money into them. A good walking coat can cost £200, which seems insane until you realize you're wearing it 3 times a week. So it will last longer, it will look better, and it's much more worth your money to buy less of the things you're going to wear once and to invest more in the things you're going to be wearing all the time. It kind of sounds obvious, but perhaps you haven't ever thought of it that way before. For example, my winter jumpers all used to be really cheap. I now invest in cashmere, wool, or cotton ones exclusively rather than polyester because A, they actually work, and B, they look more luxurious. Now, your choice doesn't have to be my choice, and it doesn't mean going beyond your means to buy expensive pieces. You know, if a £200 coat actually is out of your price range and you would never ever spend that much on clothes, obviously don't do it in this instance, but just the money that you do spend on clothes, make sure that you're allocating it in a way that it reflects what you actually wear. Is this the same as your basics? The two can overlap, they probably should overlap, but I think I would prioritize investing in hyper practical over your basics. These items aren't likely to come up in a capsule wardrobe quiz, but they probably are the true foundation of your wardrobe. Hopefully I've convinced you to take a look at your wardrobe, see the clothes you wear all the time for practical purposes, and see if they actually make you feel happy when you wear them. Do they feel a little bit old? Are they feeling a little bit worn? Are they feeling a little bit rugged? Could they use an injection of love so that every day you feel that little bit more confident? If you've enjoyed this video, I really think you will enjoy my video, Why You Should Stop Dressing Classic, which is where I take a dig at a lot of the classic style advice that we see on the internet. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.